Hello and welcome to my channel. So today we shall be looking at questions on indices. In our last video, we looked at the laws of indices and we tried as much as possible to look at the examples that relate to each laws of indices. So today we're going to be starting with the first question. And the question says, evaluate the following. So the first one is, the first question is 81 raised to power 3 over 4. Now, by looking at this question, we can see that this falls under the seventh law in my last video, which is fractional index. Now, from this, we can see that the numerator is 3, the denominator is 4. This 4 here has made us to know that it is talking of what? The fourth root of 81 to the power 3. So, which is equal to the fourth root of 81 to the power of 3. Please, let's not forget that the denominator tells us the name of the root, while the numerator stands for the power. Now, the fourth root of 81 here means that what is that number? That when you multiply 4 times the fourth root, 4 times, that after multiplying 4 times, it gives us 81. So, I gave a kind of, in my last video, I said you can always find it using prime factorization method. That is 3, the lowest number that can divide 81 is 3. So if I use 3 to divide 81, I will have 27, 3 in 27, 9, 3 in 9, 3, 3 in 3, 1. Now, as you can see, the fourth root. So I will have the same number in 4 places. And this same number in 4 places represents what? A number. That tells us that 3 is that number that when you multiply 4 times, gives us 81. So I'll just write the fourth root of 81 is automatically 3. Then let's not forget that there is a power 3 here. So it means that after finding the fourth root of 81 and it gives us 3, then we are now going to what? Find the power. So which means 3 raised to power 3 is 3 times 3 times 3 and equals what? 27. So 27 is our final answer. Then we'll move on to the next example. The next question here says that B, 27 raised to power 2 over 3. Just like the way we did the first one, the denominator tells us the name of the root. So from here, we can see as well that we are dealing with the cube root. So which means we have the cube root of 27 raised to the power 2. So what is cube root of 27? A number that when you multiply 3 times, it gives us 27, and that number is what? Is 3. So I will write 3. And let's not forget that we have power 2 here. So I'll put raised to power 2. And when I analyze it, 3 times 3, and it gives me 9. So let's move on to letter C. We have 8 over 27 raised to power 2 over 3. The same way, the same method. We are going to, the denominator tells us the name of the root. So automatically by looking at this, I have known that this is going to be the what? The cube root of 8 over 27 raised to the power 2. So I will just write the cube root, 8 over 27, all raised to the power 2. Then I know that the cube root of 8 is 2 because I know that when I multiply 2 3 times, it gives me 8. So I'll write 2 over the cube root of 27 is 3 because I know that when I multiply 3 times, it gives me 27. So all in the power 2. Now, let's not forget that the power 2 covers 2 and 3. It means that when I distribute this 2, it's going to be distributed to 2 and 3. So it's something as saying 2 raised to power 2 over 3 raised to power 2, which is equal to 2 times 2 over 3 times 3. And at the end of the day, I'll have 4 over 9 as my final answer. Now let's move on to the last one, which is 8 over 27 raised to power minus 2 over 3. Now, how do we solve this? Well, we have um, I'll show us two ways at which we can solve this, but we are going to use the normal tradition, the long way, and we are going to use the short way. So for now, the long way is this. Now, as we can see, the power, it is negative. It is having a negative power up here. So the negative here means that, let's not forget that a number raised to a negative power equals the reciprocal of that number raised to its positive power. Let's not forget that. It's one of the laws. It's one of the laws that states that a raised to power minus m over n equals 1 over a raised to power m over n. That is, a number raised to its negative fraction or its negative number is equal to what? 1 over the number raised to its positive power. It may be, the power may be in form of number, it may be in form of fraction. Let me take that again. If you see a base raised to its negative number or its negative power, it is the same as saying 1 over a raised to power its positive number or its positive fraction. The way I derive that, it's we see it in my videos under the first and second set of videos that I made on it. So now let's check it out. From here we have, so if I'm to use this method, I will say this is simple as saying 1 over 8 over 27 all raised to power 2 over 3. Then from here, I will act like as if I'm working on this alone. So it's something as saying that is going to be equal to 1 over, no, this one tells us the name of the root, so it's automatically the cube root of 8 over 27 all to the power 2. So it's equals to 1 over, I know that the cube root of 8 is 2, just like the previous question, and the cube root of 27 is 3, all to the power of 2. That is for this, for the denominator. So it's going to be 1 over, that is 4 over 9, from just like the previous example. Now, at the end of the day, I will end up saying that this is simple as saying 1 over 4 over 9 is simple as saying numerator, this is my numerator. The whole of this has been my denominator from the beginning. So it's going to be numerator divided by denominator, which is simple as saying 1 times 9 over 4, and the answer gives us what? 9 over 4. Then the other way at which you can approach this method is, the other way we can approach this method is by, let me write this question again, minus 2 over 3. Another way we can approach this method is just by finding the reciprocal of this. That is, I will just say this is 27 over 8 all raised to power 2 over 3. Just take the denominator, take it up, let it be your numerator, while your numerator becomes your denominator, and this negative goes off. So from here we have, I can say this is same thing as saying the cube root of 27 over 8 all to the power of 2. So from here, the cube root of 27 is 3, and the cube root of 8 is 2. So all raised to power 2. And at the end of the day, the square root of 3, sorry, the square of 3 is 9. That is 3 times 3 over 2 times 2. And at the end of the day, we have 9 over 4, just like our previous answer. So I believe with this, we can get along with questions related to indices. See you in my next video. Thank you.